Sometimes being a prepper can be a little challenging for several reasons, and I am going to talk about the top 5 as well as how to overcome them. So I'm not just going to spew at you about the challenges, but I'm actually going to show you how we can get past them. Let's do it. Hey everyone, Morgan here. So, life, it can always throw us curveballs, but being prepared makes me feel better about handling those curveballs, okay? But there are challenges in our life and challenges that makes being a prepper a little bit harder. So let's dive into that. So the first one is maintaining consistency and discipline. The hardest part about anything for people everywhere is consistency. Now, how do we stay consistent? In order to be consistent, you have to just start, right? Most people, they join a gym, let's say, and then they never go to it because they never went, right? And then they don't have that consistency. So you have to just start, and then that consistency will grow along with it, okay? Most people are so intimidated by the idea of doing something that they never do anything at all. That's why just starting, even if it's something minuscule like walking out of your house and going for a walk, or getting some extra canned goods at the store, these little acts, these little tiny micro acts will make it easier for you to be prepared altogether and build that consistency. So it's not about falling behind. It's not about, I've been prepping for well over 10 years. You're not going to be at the same stage I am. You are where you are, and that's where you're going to be, and that you have your own journey, and that's it, right? That's all there is to it. You focus on you and your journey. I give you guys advice, but that doesn't mean that you need to be at that same stage of whatever that advice is saying, okay? When I talk about food or water or bug out bag or whatever, you need to be at your stage and say, okay, I've got my bug out bag and I'm continuing to work on it, that kind of thing. I've got my food storage. I have a little bit right now and I'm continuing to stockpile. That's it, right? Get your wins. Everybody's so stressed. Oh, well, I only have a month's worth of food. Oh my gosh, do you have a month's worth of food? That's amazing, right? Well, I only have a week's worth of food. That's amazing. That's more than most people have in their houses. Trust me. All right, so the next struggle is financial investment. So I keep telling you, just buy the extra food and stuff like this, but the financial burden of prepping is real, okay? Because there's a lot of things, that people are constantly pushing you to get, right? I am guilty of it, but a lot of other people do it to me too, right? I'm like, oh, I need this item, I need that item, right? We want to make sure that we are maintaining our needs. So get the food and the water and prioritize the food, water, first aid, your heating needs, your mental morale, things like that. And prioritize that stuff. But, once you have some of that prioritized and you're getting a good haul of it and that kind of thing, you're maintaining it, then you can start investing in other things. So like, let's say you want a gravity fed filter, like a Berkey or any other, but they could be anywhere from like $150 to like $300 or more, right? Let's say you just don't have that money. Well, you can start saving towards it, right? Save $20 towards it, however long it takes you to get it, and then you get it, okay? That's something we do. So like every paycheck, if we want something, we'll take a certain percentage of that paycheck and we'll just hide it away for whatever we want of a larger purchase, okay? So that's really the best method to do that if you want to invest in something bigger. Overall, though, you need to stick within your budget. I really recommend people don't go into debt to get prepared. I know a lot of people really hope and pray that our system is going to collapse and won't have to owe any debt or anything, but let's not hope for that, okay? I don't want to be indebted to anyone. That includes my credit card people, right? And that includes the banks. Definitely the banks I don't want to be indebted to. Just try not to get into debt. And if you do, just get out of it as quickly as you can. Like if you're like, okay, I really feel like I need to stockpile some extra things and I'm going to use this debt, but I'm going to pay it off pretty quick. Then, okay, you do you, right? But try to stay out of debt and just pay that debt off as quickly as you possibly can. So the next one is space and storage issues. This is probably the number one complaint that I hear right after financial investment is, I don't have the space. I want you to just quickly look at this wall. and empty. It's an empty wall, right? It's empty. Honestly, this wall is pretty empty too. I want a shelf right here and I want a shelf right here. Shelves, my friends, shelves, okay? Shelves are your best friend when it comes to empty walls and for storage issues, okay? A lot of people tell me all these storage issues. One, bins, create them into tables, put little blankets or whatever over them. You've got some tables and you've got stuff stored in it, right? Two, shelves. No matter where you live, you can get the like wire shelves or just any standing shelves. You don't have to screw anything to the walls, okay? You get the standing shelves and you put stuff on the shelves. There's your storage. Under beds, in closets, on shelves, in bins, made into tables. Get creative with your storage. One of the things that you can do is actually declutter. Just the other day, I went through our closet and just declutter the crap out of it. And then I put a whole bunch of stuff under our bed, and now there's a bunch of room and stuff in our closet. So now we've made room. You know, get bins, put things in bins to like organize it and store it and declutter, and you will see space just come out of nowhere. It doesn't matter how big or small your space is, you know, your home, you can find storage space, I promise. So the next one is dealing with the social pressure. I love this phrase. I'm not a prepper, but I'm preparing. I just love it when people say that because I'm like, okay, so you're a prepper. They're like, no, I am not a prepper. I'm just preparing. Okay. People just do not want to be called a prepper because of the social stigma that comes along with it. Whenever you say, "Oh yeah, you know, I consider myself a prepper," they're like, "Oh, really? You're one of those crazy people. You got a bunch of guns and a bunker." And I'm over here like, "Yeah, actually, you know, I do want a bunker one day." Does that make me crazy? I don't care. I want a bunker. So anyway, I don't care what people say or think or anything. I'm going to be preparing for me and my family for as long as I possibly can, forever, right? And they will be sad and they will be angry and mad at themselves because they didn't prepare because they thought being a prepper was crazy, okay? So I'm not concerned about the opinion of others. I'm concerned about preparing for me and my family and taking care of them. This last one is kind of a toughie one for me because preparedness is so intertwined with my everyday life that it is hard to balance preparedness with living in the moment sometimes. Sometimes I'm so focused on prepping, you know, like I have to freeze dry this stuff, I have to can this stuff, I have to, you know, learn this skill, I have to do this, and we have to do this. And, you know, when I'm out in public, I'm always situationally aware and doing this and all that. And, you know, yes, we should be doing that stuff, right? But we should also be having fun. And we should be living in the moment, and we should be exploring the world, and we should be on vacations, and we should be taking fun hikes with our kids and our family, and we should be enjoying life as much as we are preparing. So preparing allows me to actually enjoy life way more because I know that no matter what happens, I'm prepared, right? It can get into your head a little bit and you try to associate every little thing with preparedness, which you generally can. You can associate pretty much everything you do in life with preparedness, right? But we also want to not be so concerned and consumed by worry or fear, because preparedness should be taking away that worry and fear. That's exactly what your preparedness should be doing for you. You're stocking up on food, you're getting the water, you had the morale items, you're, you know, taking care of your health and wellness, and you know, you love your family. You know, this is why you're doing it. You love yourself, right? You love your family, you love being prepared, and you love being able to take care of the household. And that is taking away that fear, that worry of the future, and the fact that you are prepared. So now you can relax a little bit more and you can go enjoy life and live in the moment just a little bit more. If you like this video, be sure to like and comment down below about how you are balancing preparedness with your life and any other struggles you may be having. I'm always happy to help. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today, and then don't forget to watch this other video. Bye-bye.